Hello, it's Colleen. I just wanted to do a little reading for you guys today. I'm going to use the MJ McCoolane Guardians of the Night deck. That was too many cards. Open my deck. Okay, Spirit Guides, what do we need to know? We're going to do a 10-card Celtic Cross reading today. I want to know, what does our day, what do the people in our community here need to know? And I just split it on the Two of Cups. Basically, what that says to me is we need to fill each other's cups. We need to be in partnership and love with each other and fill each other's cups. Okay. First card, Nine of Cups. And I didn't really ask any specific questions, so I'm just going to go with it for now. Got the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is always a good card. That's just abundance. Abundance in love. Abundance. And we got the Three of Cups, which is celebration, community, gathering with your community. My selenite hit my singing bowl, and it's still ringing. Four of Swords. So this is basically saying we need to go inward. We need to go inward. I mean, he has one of the swords laying below him, but he has the three that are up there in the top. But they're not facing down like they're going to get him. They're facing out for protection. It's like he has a little protection if somebody walks up on his den. He's got some protection. You know, he's got his back covered a little bit. That's the above. Four of Swords to me is introspection. It's in inner. It's like swords is air, and so it's like mentality. It's how you think. It's your head. It's your messages. From your higher self, your truth. And then we got the Judgment card. Shedding the skin. We are just coming out of a snake year into a horse year. So we are shedding the skin of that. We're shedding the skin of that year. Snake is also knowledge and I mean, really, snakes are pretty interesting. That their plasma is a snake. Then we get the Strength card. Strength of heart. That's in the immediate past. Then we have the Fool. In the immediate future. He wants to chase that rabbit, but look how he walks on the ice and it's kind of cracking under his feet. And the rabbit's out there going, I'm not scared of you. I'm lighter than you. I can jump on this ice, no problem. Then we get the Sun card, the truth. The internal, external underlying. The truth is coming. The truth is coming. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Forward action. Pentacles is usually money or health. Seven of Cups. Look into the stars. And then we get the Tower card. It's not necessarily a bad card, but it is a endings. You know, endings are happening. Can be a bad card. On the bottom of the deck, I've got the Six of Swords with the turtle. Six of Swords. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is worry and strife and feels like we have been sitting in our glory for a while. Been sitting in our glory and just basically celebrating the whole time, just sitting in our glory, thinking we're great, thinking it's awesome, you know, not really watching our back, but kind of having, you know, sort of, you know, looking like we're watching our back, but you know, we're still sleeping. We're sleeping, right? And not using our judgment, we're shedding this snake skin for a renewal. When we had our strength was the judgment, and we didn't utilize it. We haven't utilized it. We let our strength go in the back, and we've been fools about it. We've been fools about it. We're not watching our backs. We know the truth. We do know the truth. We know it. The Page of Pentacles is the messenger right? Pentacles too is the messenger, but yet they are, it's the money. See how the octopus is eight arms, right? That's like a look what I'm doing. Look at this hand. While you're literally being stolen from this hand, it's like, oh, look over here. You don't want to know what's going on in this hand. Let's just look in this hand right here. Let's look in this hand. Oh, this one's over here doing something else. Oh, don't look behind here. No, no, this is, that's exactly what's going on with us in this country. Then we've got the Seven of Cups, which is usually a pretty good card, but it's also, sevens to me are, eights are as well, but sevens are like diligence, working towards it, but yet trying the same stuff, not really moving into the next. See how all the cups are just stars? They're not really cups. They're not really full. They're not really, they're all just kind of floating up there. And the heart is just hanging above it. It's hopes and fears. Seven of Cups, hopes and fears. It's like we want our cup to be full, but it almost feels like we missed the boat, by not using our judgment when we should have. Because these last three cards are not good. The Tower is basically saying, yeah, you didn't take your opportunity when you did. So when you should have, And so, yeah, you get the Tower now, which is what we're dealing with. When they're literally executing our people in the streets, that's what we're dealing with, right? We're getting the Tower moment in this country. And the Six of Swords. That can be a false victory or a victory. To me, it feels like a false victory because then we get the Five of Cups. Excuse me. I get the Five of Cups, which is basically crying over spilt milk. So the Six of Swords is, it's basically that cold, dreary Sunday feeling. Like life isn't bad, but it's not great. It's just sort of floating along on the wave. That's what I read in this. I pulled it out because it was stumping me. But it's the turtle, which is persistence, direction, protection, and patience. So it feels like it's, we're sitting in the Tower moment and we are just sort of floating with the wave, and it's not necessarily a horrible situation or a good situation. It's just kind of we're there. We're just sort of existing. And that's what this card is sort of getting. How a turtle can, a sea turtle, right? They float and they go for miles, and but they're not, even on land, they're not fast animals, and so they need the patience to get to where they're going. But it's a steady pace. It's they're moving, And hopefully, you know, we're moving in the right direction. You know, the Five of Cups is depression, despair, anxiety, animosity, fear. We need to not sit there. We can't sit in fear. We cannot sit in fear. We have got to find the Nine of Pentacles. We need to, or Nine of Cups, I mean. We need to find the love. We need to find the love. We need to come from a place of love. Because if we don't, and celebration and make the world we want, because if we don't, if we just keep going along for the ride, then we're gonna just wallow in this tower moment that we're in right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's the reading. I hope it helps. I hope the messages, it works for somebody. I don't know. Maybe it did or maybe it didn't. Hopefully it did. Hopefully somebody resonates with that. All right, you have a good day.